Hello friends, my name is Shayla and today I'm here to film a haul for you. It is the end of the third quarter of the year, so once again I'm going to be splitting up my haul into two parts. I will have this part, which is my manga haul, and then I will have a separate book haul containing all of the books. So for those of you who aren't interested in manga, you don't have to sit through it in a regular book haul. But if you are interested in manga and what I've been collecting in the last quarter, stay tuned, because this is going to be a doozy and a long one. Through the summer, Barnes & Noble does various sales with various publishers. And so I end up doing quite a bit of collecting through the summer months. Some of that you got in the previous haul, which I will leave linked for you. A lot of the descriptions of series that you will see in this one will be in more detail probably in that haul, just because there's so many here. I don't want to spend too much time on it. So let's go ahead and dig right in here. This stack I have right here is massive. It's already like leaning, and I'm afraid it's gonna like fall in the middle of this video. So if you hear a loud crash, that's what's going on. So let's just go ahead and start with the one thing I'm not gonna actually pull up because I have a whole video dedicated to it. I ended up getting a box set of a particular manga and I was super excited about it. I have a whole unboxing video for it, so I will leave that linked for you and you'll get all the details there. But if you want to know what that was, go check out that video. So the next series that I have here is I continued on collecting the Water Dragon's Bride. So I have volume 2, volume 3, which is one of my favorite covers, volume 4, volume 5, and volume 6. So in the Water Dragon's Bride, it's a somewhat similar, well, not really. It gives me a lot of feels of Ancient Magus Bride, so if you love Ancient Magus Bride, I would definitely recommend picking this one out. So what happens is our female protagonist, Asai, ends up transported into this feudal era style world where she ends up sacrificed to the water dragon god. So she becomes his bride through this sacrifice. For whatever reason, he decides to save her, and our story kind of picks up from there about how they interact and the young man who's also in love with Asai. So it's a little bit of a love triangle, but I have to say I absolutely love and adore this series. It is so sweet, it is so fun, the humor in it is great, and I really love a lot of things that they address in this series. So definitely check this series out. There's 2 more volumes to come. They haven't been released in the US yet, which is why I don't have them, but believe me, when they do, I will be purchasing. I'm just going down my stack here. So the next couple of volumes I have are from a new to me series, and that is Takane and Hana. So what this is it's kind of like, it's a little bit like a fake marriage trope is kind of how it works. So we have Hana and Takane. So Takane is an older man who is set up in a marriage interview, and Hana is the sister of the girl he was set up with. She didn't want to go to the marriage interview, so Hana went, but because Hana stood up for herself, Takane became very attracted to her. It's a little bit taboo because she is still in high school. She is 16 at least, but she's still in high school and he is an adult. I think he's like 26 or 27 with a job, so it's a little bit taboo, but their chemistry together is magnetic and I absolutely love it. So I got the first 3 volumes of that. And so here's volume 1, volume 2, and volume 3. I really love this because Hana challenges everything Takane's thought about himself, and I feel like it makes him better. And so they both continue to grow together, and they're just a really fun match. So if you're looking for something a little bit fun, a little bit silly, Takane and Hana is definitely that. Next up, I picked up the first volume in the series in my previous haul, but I've decided to continue collecting Overlord. I've kind of become a trash can for this series a little bit. I'm finally starting to watch the anime with my husband, but I've really been enjoying reading through the series. So let's go ahead and go through the volumes. So we've got volume 2, volume 3, volume 4, volume 5, which is one of my favorite covers, volume 6, I love the little pop of yellow there in the middle, and volume 7. I have read all of these, by the way. I'm current with what I own on the series. And Overlord is a series about a dive-style MMORPG where this man who plays villainous Overlord doesn't want to log out on the last day of the game, Anyways, this game is somehow absorbed into another world that is more real, and he is stuck in his character. So it's about him kind of fielding and navigating all of that, and it is brilliant. I really love it. I think it's very well done, so I highly suggest picking it up. Next, we have a series that I'm slowly going to start collecting just because I love the anime so much. I wanted to collect the manga just for selfish reasons, and that is Kami-sama Kiss. So Kami-sama Kiss is about a normal girl who ends up meeting a mysterious man who bestows the powers of a shrine priest slash priestess to this ordinary girl, and it is about how she has a demon spirit who helps her watch over the shrine and their relationship together. It is sweet and adorable, so funny, so fun. I absolutely love it, but it is just one of those things that just makes my heart happy. I think it's just a girl thing, but I don't know. Anyways, here's volume 1, volume 2, volume 3. I love all the cherry blossoms on this cover. And volume 4. There's quite a few more for me to collect. I'm just slowly collecting them for right now. I'm going to see if I can find some more on sale or at a discount to continue my collection, but it's a series that I know most of the story and I really love it, and so I just want to have it on my shelves. Next up, I decided to start collecting a new series. I got the first volume of this to try out, and I ended up really loving it, so I'm going to slowly start collecting it and reading it, and that is Assassination Classroom. If you've been watching any of my recent wrap-ups, you've heard me talking about Assassination Classroom. This is kind of a sci-fi fun. This is a shonen-style manga where there's an alien teacher put into this classroom full of delinquents, and these delinquents are offered $10 million if they can kill their alien teacher by a specific date in which the teacher has said he's going to end the world. And it's really fun and sweet. The teacher goes out of his way to make sure the students get as much as they can out of his class, and it's really heartwarming. So here's volume 1, volume 2, volume 3, and volume 4, which I read just recently. So I will be collecting more of that. I continue to enjoy the series quite a bit, so I am really looking forward to continuing on with Assassination Classroom. I can already tell it's going to end one of two ways, and I'm probably going to be bawling by the end of this. But it's one of those things where I really am enjoying the journey that is the story of Assassination Classroom, so I will continue for that reason. I also finished out collecting Your Name, so here is volume 2 and volume 3. I have a whole review video dedicated to these manga as well as the movie, so I will go ahead and leave that linked for you so you can get a more detailed description and my more detailed thoughts there. Next up, I have a 1 volume in a series, and that is volume 7 of Dream & Sun. As you guys know, I started collecting Dream & Sun last quarter, got current on it. This released this quarter. I really love Dream & Sun so much. My ship got to see a little more light of day here. Not a lot, but a little, and it makes me happy that I got to see a little more there. But yes, Dream & Sun is quite a fun little series. If you liked Fruits Basket, take away the paranormal aspect, and you've got something pretty much that's a Dream & Sun with other little things. There's a cute little guy who really likes pandas and some things like that. So it's just sweet and fun, kind of slice of life, rom-com style manga, and it's just sweet. I really like it. Oh, this is the same author who does Orange, which is a much deeper manga compared to this one. This is much more lighthearted, but it does deal with some deep topics, so definitely check it out. I decided to continue collecting Pandora Hearts, so here's volume 2 and volume 3. I will continue to collect because each volume I read I do like. These I just collect kind of one at a time. So when I feel like reading Pandora Hearts, I pick up an issue because it's still pretty easy to find at this point. And I did get these on sale when they were on sale this summer, but I do enjoy the series for what it is. This is a very demon-centered Alice in Wonderland style story, so it's really kind of fun. I really enjoy it. Next up is a newer series that is starting to release here in the US, and that is Hatsuharu. I picked up volume 1. This is about a playboy who, through circumstances, ends up decked by this girl, and because he is such a playboy, and he wants to give up his playboy ways to be with this girl. It's really fun because it's mostly told from the guy's perspective, which is a little bit different for manga, and I really enjoy his perspective. It's really interesting to kind of be in his head. So I can't wait for more of this to come out. I will collect as it comes out. Next up, I've got a popular series. It's pretty popular here on BookTube as well, that I've started collecting and reading, and that is Bakuman. Bakuman is by the same authors who did Death Note, and this is a story about two mangaka, or two people who create manga, and their journey to publication. And it's really fun, and the people that they meet along the way are really interesting, and so I just really enjoy it. So here's volume 1, volume 2, and volume 3. So again, kind of like Pandora Hearts, as I find these, I will continue to collect them, because this one's slowly starting, it's either so popular it's not staying on the shelves, or because it hasn't been selling well for the last little while, it's a little harder for me to find at my local Barnes & Noble. So I'll probably start collecting these slowly online as I find them on sale, but it is a fun story and I have been enjoying it. I do love the authors who do Death Note, so this has been a really fun read. So I had continued on with Wake Up Sleeping Beauty. I got the next 4 volumes, which is all that is currently out. Volume 6 does come out Tuesday, which will complete the story, and I will be buying it, you better bet. So we've got volume 2, volume 3, which I think is my favorite cover, volume 4, and volume 5. This is a romance story with a paranormal twist. I don't want to give away the paranormal twist, as it is a huge plot point in the series. So you guys hear me talk about this all the time. I'm sure you'll hear me talk about volume 6 here soon and how the story concludes. And I will probably do a full series review once I read volume 6. So definitely look forward to that. Next up is one of my most anticipated releases of the entire fall, and that is volume 9 of Ancient Magus Bride. This volume concludes everything that is included in the anime. So if you've watched the anime, volumes 1 through 9 of the manga complete that story. And I love this series with all of my heart. You guys know this. I am obsessed with Chisei and Elias. I am excited for the next arc in the story. I'm sad I have to wait another 6 months, but I trust the author very much. So I am really excited, and I love how he's taking care of Chisei and Elias. We've got just a couple more here, guys. Sorry, I know this is a long one. So I have been continuing on with Rurouni Kenshin in the 3-in-1s. So I've got 10, 11, 12, and 13, 14, and 15 here. I still need to read 13, 14, and 15, but I really loved 10, 11, and 12. So I am really excited to continue on with this. I think there's one more bind up after this one to conclude the story. There might be a couple. I'm trying to remember. But I know we're getting close. Things are very intense in the story right now, and I look forward to continuing on here soon. And last but not least, might be a surprise to some of you, and that is volumes 2 and 3 of Pokemon Adventures. I did decide to pick it up again. I've read volume 2, and I liked it significantly better than I liked volume 1. So I am really hopeful going into volume 3 that I will really enjoy it. So friends, that is all of the manga that I have picked up in the last quarter, and it's quite a bit because that box set has quite a few volumes in it as well. Plus all of these. I do everything I can to support the industry here locally. And, oh, so I forgot to mention volume 4 of Frau Faust. This is one that I'm continuing to collect and continuing to enjoy. It's really hard for me to find volumes 4 and 5 locally. So I ordered this one online. I'll probably be ordering volume 5 online as well. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you want to continue to support the manga industry, shop local. Don't do scans or anything like that, and just go and support your local bookstores and support the manga industry that way. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you're new here, hi, I'm Shay. I'm so glad you hang out. I would love it if you would click subscribe and hit the little bell icon so you know when to come hang out with me. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.